Death in Paradise. How did you find your way into that show?
Yeah, that's a doozy of a credit, isn't it?
It
That
is.
is like so if you're British, that it's not quite Law and Order, but it's kind of Law and Order. I mean, that show's been on for a really long time, has a
Yeah,
rotating cast. Um, I have a terrific agent in the UK named Debbie
mm,
Allen, not to be confused with the Debbie Allen who lives here, works for
sure.
an agency called Curtis Brown. And when I was living over there with my wife, when she was working on a Rana and Beverly TV show for British television, they signed me as well, and um, I have gotten some fantastic gigs through them. And sometimes it means I have to fly myself to England to do it. Um, but for that one, because they have to fly everybody, they flew me from Los Angeles and it was no big deal.
Nice.
Um, so that was great because it's just one of those like fun character-based murder mysteries that they do so well over in the UK.
Yeah.
Um, uh, and the show itself is, it's kind of fluffy, but it's fun as hell and it's hugely popular over there.
Mm.
Because if you're living through an English winter to like watch a bunch of people in the French Caribbean has got to feel amazing. So they shot it on Guadeloupe, which is right near the equator. It was the hottest set I've ever been on. Um, oh Christ, that's right. Oh my God, I had to connect through Paris. Yeah, there was a horrible because I was working on Speechless at the time and I
Uh,
had a long weekend and they were like, we can shoot you over that long weekend. And the best flight they could get me flew LA to Paris, Paris to Guadeloupe. And I had to not just switch planes in Paris, I had to switch airports in Paris. I had to go
wow.
from De Gaulle to, did you know that Paris has a Burbank?
I did not.
Paris essentially has a Burbank with a much smaller little, because Guadeloupe is, unless I'm terribly mistaken, through some dark twist of colonialism, part of France or part of the French Commonwealth. I don't know enough about geopolitics. Either way, yes, I had to fly from LA to Paris, switch airports, fly to Guadeloupe, and then I got to be Basil Exposition in this really fun episode where I got to kiss a beautiful actress who played Mina Harker on Penny Dreadful.
Oh, nice.
Um, and worked with Irish comedian Ardal O'Hanlon, who had just started on the show himself, because they rotate detectives every
Yeah.
couple of seasons for a couple of reasons to keep the show fresh, but also because British actors are like, I am 8 hours away from my family. I am, this heat is punishing.
Yeah.
It is so hot in Guadeloupe
How hot is it?
that you are allowed to take most of your clothes off when they're shooting, when it's not your coverage. Like everyone would just strip down to a vest, as they say. We would call it a tank top when the camera's not on you, because you can't be expected to be wearing even a short sleeve shirt in the most punishing humidity I'd ever felt in my life. Uh, yeah, September, right by the equator, it's toasty. It's real toasty. Um, and I have one more. I'm turning into one of those old actors who like just suddenly starts pouring stories out. Um,
I mean, this is called letting them talk.
if all, very good point. Very good point. Uh, the director, a guy who I want to say his name is Ian McDonald, who is like one of those just journeyman TV directors, does a ton of episodic work over there. Um, for the kissing scene, which by the way is not nearly as fun as non-actors think it's going to be. It's nerve-wracking and you don't want to be weird and you want to make it look good, but you don't want to intrude on this woman's space, so
Sure.
it's but he's like, I'm gonna play some music during it, and he puts on uh Tempted by Squeeze. Puts on Tempted by Squeeze, and that's just playing in the background. And I'm like, oh God, I love Squeeze. I love this era of British songwriting. And he goes, this isn't Difford and Tilbrook. And I said, no, it's Paul Carrack. And he goes, we have a pub quiz tonight. Would you like to be on my team?
Nice.
And I said, sure, I'll be on your team. And we fucking won. I'll send you the photo of us with the trophy. We fucking won the pub quiz that
That's
night.
amazing.
Yeah, it was pretty wild. And all because I knew that it wasn't the standard. It was Paul Carrack on keys and vocals for Tempted. It's